welcome to Lost on the Way. And in this episode, we're going to simply talk about something that I've learned regarding a resource of CBD. For those that don't know, CBD is a cannabis extractive or something like that, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a scientist. In any case, we are in my DB Craft world, and this is a house that I'm currently building. I was going to do a video where I was just going to do like piano music and fast forward and construct the house, and you guys could watch as I constructed the house. And I did the first video. I started building on it in the second. It was going to be the second part of it, second session of building. And I didn't record it, but the location is out here on the outside of the village. There's the ravine cleared out. Looks like I've got a little bit more there on the end to work on. There's the old house over there. This is being built, as you can see, because I'm flying around in creative mode. There's no point in not having access to all my tools and being able to enjoy myself. This should be knocked down, I guess, one more, shouldn't it? Just to make it look more like it fits there. Oh, poop. So here's what the house looks like. There's your deck, and then this is a upstairs little area. There's another one over there. And if I go down here with the ladder, I can go into, I've got a room here. And I've got another room right over here. And then there's a basement down below, but I haven't figured out the stairwell yet. And I've got to figure out if I want to put a fireplace in and how I'll work that, because I don't know right now. But here's the way out to the deck. And I lit up the deck the way I have so that it's dark out here in the front so that I can use the bow and arrow and enjoy aiming at stuff, because I get a good, with my 16 draw render distance, I'm getting a good render distance on that. The reason why the textures are so shiny is because I'm using a faithful PBR, and I'll do a breakdown of that in a later video. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out so far, though. I like how it feels. I think it's going to be a nice place. Okay, so here's what happened. I was doing something on the internet. I can't remember exactly what, searching for something or doing something. And I found this thing about Keanu Reeves being, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but that he was getting a lawsuit. And I just got through watching the latest Matrix movie, and I'm still pissed off about what they did to Johnny Depp, kicking him out of the Fantastic Beasts franchise, which means that I can't watch any of the Harry Potter, well, universe, I guess you could say, stuff now, because they kicked out my favorite guy. I didn't want them to replace Grindelwald, and they did that based on allegations that Mr. Depp had done something to some female in the past. And I really think it fucking sucks that we live in a society that you can just allegate anything you want to somebody and not even be held accountable for it. It's not even evidence enough that you could take, like, for a murder investigation to a court of law. It's not even enough evidence to prove anything. There's nothing there, and yet the guy can lose his entire career and stuff over that. So that really pissed me off. So I had to click on the link. I guess I wanted to see if they were doing some crap to Keanu Reeves, and they weren't. It was an article talking about something called Botanical Farms CBD extract or something like that. And there was a very professionally written article. I am excellent at finding these kind of spam type sites and determining that they are that. It's not very hard for me, but this one was very professionally written. It looked like it had quotes from Keanu Reeves that he was talking about his product, and this product was this Botanical Farms CBD Gummies. I was talking about all the health benefits and everything else. So I started doing a rabbit hole, going down and researching this. And as far as I can tell, Keanu Reeves has no company where he's selling CBD gummies. If he does have a company where he's selling that, then it's not publicly available, or Google's not allowing us to see it or something, because I can't find anything. I went to the Botanical Farm site, and there's no evidence that Keanu Reeves is behind it at all. I am fairly certain, not 100%, but fairly certain, that this is another one of these spam type things. Another one of these rip-offs, or what? Why am I not scam? That's the word. It's a scam. but it's a very elaborately and well written and well done one. And it's a scam that's very timely because a lot of us are feeling really beat up and tired, and we want to have something that makes us feel a little better. And CBD is supposed to be able to help with that. So a lot of people could fall for it. So I just wanted to let everybody know to avoid this Botanical Farms CBD extract stuff. As far as I can tell, it is not endorsed by Keanu Reeves. It does not have a company that he's producing any of that stuff with. It's not real. I mean, there is a company at Botanical Farms. They say they're selling some kind of CBD gummy, but I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it at all. So, and then if you go to Amazon and you try to search for Botanical Farms CBD type stuff, you're going to find different companies. They'll tell you that there are these gummies and they'll say the Botanical Farms, but if you look under the company name, it's not Botanical Farms, it's some other company. And then apparently Amazon can't sell any kind of CBD product, so you can't buy it from Amazon, so don't try to go there. That led me down another rabbit hole. Where could I go to get this stuff? If it really had all these, benefits, where could I go to get this CBD stuff? And should I get a gummy, which would be a problem for me because of my sugar issues? I did not realize how pretty a view I had over here. I'm gonna have to put something over here. Look at this. This is beautiful. Anyway, I didn't know if it would be better to do a gummy or if it would be better to do something else. And so I did a little research and I found a website, and it said that it had these Better Business Bureau A+ rated these sites that sold CBD, and all but one of them was actually A+ certified. I verified it by going to the Better Business Bureau website, and there was three when I got done that were I think it was three that when I got done that had products that I was thinking about looking at, and they got better and better as I went further down the list. The first one was really expensive, like 20. I went with the capsules that had the oil in it. I went with the capsules, and it was like $40 or $50 for just 20 of the pills. I ended up doing something called, I think it's called John's CBD or something like that, and I got myself a 30 or 60, that was a 30 pill supply for $60. And so I went ahead and I ordered that. And then you have to deal with, do you want full spectrum or do you want, there's another one that my brain is not letting me remember right now, but there's two spectrums. There's full spectrum and another. And you'll want the full spectrum or anything that's close to the full spectrum. The other one will remove other things from it. So you want to get the full, all the oils, all the different things that are supposed to have some kind of benefit for your brain and for your pain relief and all of that stuff. There's CBD and CBG and CBN, and I don't even know all the other stuff that's all involved with it. Wow, we're going to have a dust storm. Let's go over here and show you what we got over here. Anyway, no, it's a rainstorm. Anyway, there's two different ones, and I can't remember the name of the other one, but if it's not full spectrum, you're going to be missing some things. There's a chance of a 0.3% of a THC extract, which is the stuff that makes you high when you smoke marijuana or ingest it or whatever else. As far as I understand it, that's the stuff that makes you high, but in the full spectrum, there's a slight chance that there'll be a little bit of that in there, but they're not allowed to sell anything with greater quantities of that in there than 0.3. In other words, you don't buy this product to get high. You buy the other spectrum if you're in a business or something where they test you and they can detect any levels of CBD or cannabis or any of that stuff in your system. Essentially, we're in a split right now. At a state level, the majority has said that we want to have marijuana legal. And I think just about across all of USA, it was made legal. And I don't think it's been revoked yet, although it might have been somewhere. I haven't done my research on that. I'll leave that to you. But the feds are being fucking idiots, and they're not paying attention to what the majority wants. They think they can just do their own thing. So it's illegal on a federal level, which means if you have a federal job or if you're working for a job that comes under any sort of federal coverage, like I think school districts and stuff like that, although don't quote me on that, anything at all that the feds might have their finger in, and you have any sort of cannabis stuff in your body, well, you're going to find out real quick that you're not going to have a job very long if they test you and you fail your test. I really do like this little hill here. I didn't alter it much. I just scalped the top of it. So that's what you have to be aware of. That's what you're dealing with on this. Hey, we have a skeleton walking by. Good thing I'm in creative mode. But that's what you're dealing with this whole thing, and that's another reason why I guess I'm assuming you can't mail, marijuana or anything like that through the mail. What's really ridiculous about it is that they tell you, or at least they told me when I was in grade school, and I've talked about this somewhere before, but they had the whole DARE thing where the police came and tried to tell me that, well, they did tell me that marijuana was addictive and it was this horrible, evil, awful, bad thing and all that. And it's all crap. It's all bullshit. It's all lies. Marijuana is not addictive unless you have an addictive personality. And if you do have an addictive personality, you're probably not addicted to marijuana. You're addicted to how marijuana makes you feel. You're trying to fill a hole in your life if you have an addictive personality. You're trying to numb something. You're trying to escape from something. You're trying to fill something. And when you take whatever it is you take, being it gambling or drugs or whatever, you're trying to alleviate whatever that is. And that's all marijuana is doing for you if you're using marijuana. But the substance itself is not addictive. And in fact, cigarettes are more addictive, actually do have addictive substance in them, and they're more harmful for your health. And yet, those are perfectly legal if you're of a certain age. So the whole system's really screwed up right now. But the reason why I'm looking at the whole CBD thing is in the past, I have used marijuana for about 6 months. Year two was 2008. I haven't used it since then. I used it once since then when it was legal. But I don't really have the money to spare off for that type of stuff. So that's one reason why I don't use it. And I never got addicted to it. That's how come I know what they were telling me when I was in grade school. What I remember them saying was bullshit. Because I know from my own personal experience how it affected me. And it was completely different than anything they told me or that I remember they told me. So the reason why I'm looking at it is I know that I can use that for pain relief. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe this full spectrum CBD extract will allow me to relieve pain, but not, leave me unable to do work, not leave me affected by the stuff that gets you high on when you use marijuana. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being high, but I'd like to have my full faculties and be able to do my work and take care of things and be able to function. So I think that would be the best of both worlds, because lately I've been feeling really, really, and I mean really beat up, tired, wore out, and I don't feel like I'm up to the task anymore. I don't feel like I can continue to help my dad. I can continue to do the things that I've been doing. I feel like I'm just not able to handle it anymore. I've reached the end of what I can take. And I don't have any confidence. I mean, I have no confidence in myself as it is, as a general rule, but now I have even less because now I don't even have any confidence in my physical abilities. So I'm getting this stuff to make me feel pain, less enough pain that I might actually be able to start thinking, hey, I can handle this, which will help me think better. And if you think better, you're going to feel better. And that's a way to get back out of the hole that I dug myself into. I'm just not doing what I need to be doing. I need to be doing some yoga. I need to be doing some Tai Chi or Qigong or something. I need to be doing those types of things. And I just don't do it. Can't bring myself to do it. And I'm not doing it. So I've got to change that and I got to address that. But in the meantime, I want to get this stuff to help me feel a little better because I'm not doing very good with creating my content and doing my videos and all that stuff right now. I'm just tired all the time and I just can't think and I just don't want to even bother, don't even want to try. I like how that came out. I don't even want to try doing anything. I just kind of gave up and I'm not doing very well with getting my videos out as a result. So I want to address that. So this is what I've decided to do. I'm hoping that with this stuff, I'll feel good enough that I'll be able to handle, that I can handle, I have confidence that I can handle what I need to because I won't feel all the body aches and pains that I have right now. I'm having trouble with my knees. I'm having trouble with my thigh. I'm having trouble with my back, lower back. I'm aching everywhere. I know that if I got into a hot springs or a hot tub, that would help for sure. But I don't have that ability right now. Let's go down and investigate what we got down here. I'm kind of curious. I keep looking for a zombie villager so that I can repopulate. And there is one. If I can get him to stand still long enough. He's just not cooperating. If I could turn him. If I can turn this guy, I can create a villager repopulation for my village that I've lost. So I'll show you guys real quick what I've done in the past to preserve these guys, because you either got to name tag them or you got to have them hold an item. If I can remember my item drop button, we'll try an item drop first. I need to put a roof on him, make sure he doesn't get hit by the sunlight. Okay, so first we'll try item drop. So press period and throw him an item. Let's see what he does. He's not picking it up. So the next thing that we do is we get a boat. And I'm just going to be lazy and just grab a boat. And we toss that into him. And of course we might need more room. And if we're lucky, he will get into the boat. Can I knock him into the boat? That did it. Alright, I'm going to throw another item just to be sure that he doesn't have any way of going away on me. And he should be stuck there until I am ready to cure him, but I will have to do officially the whole getting an apple thing. And that, folks, is how you capture a infected or zombified villager. You put him in a boat, throw an item at him, you know, and if the item, they don't pick up the item because not all zombies will pick up an item, you put them in the boat, and then they'll be there forever until you get around to curing them. At least they should be. I haven't had any problem with this failing yet, but that doesn't mean it will always succeed. Anyway, so that's what's going on with me right now. I'm just really struggling to do the content, do the videos. Really struggling to get things done and really fighting right now. So I'm hoping that this stuff will help me. Oh, they all came over here. Interesting. I spawned them all over on my hill and they all walked their way over here to live, I guess. Because this is where the nearest village is. So there's something new that you probably didn't know. It looks like even if you spawn them quite a ways away, your iron golems are going to go to the nearest village. They're just going to pathfind their way there. So if you didn't know that, nobody made that information before, I put those guys over there on that hill where my house is being built, and they made their way all the way over here on their own. I didn't put them there, and they didn't spawn there because there's no villagers. will verify that fact. But this is an abandoned village right now. Not an official abandoned village, just abandoned in the sense there's no villagers living here anymore. But it's not like cobwebs and zombies at the moment. I hope it doesn't turn into that. I guess it doesn't. I guess it's always going to be a real village until I put people in it. So yeah, you can see there's nobody here to be summoning them. I put all three of these guys over here near this hill, and they've all found their way over here. And they even found their way over this ravine over here, which I'm kind of amazed by. I think I only spawned 3 of them. I had them all up here on the top of this hill. Alright, well, I might have lost my train of thought, but that's all I wanted to talk about today. Avoid the Keanu, Reeves, Botanical Farms, or any other name they might give it, Gummies. Don't try to buy any CBD products at Amazon. I'll provide links to legitimate A+ certified BBB, BBB A+ certified businesses that sell CBD products in the description below if that's something that you feel you need to try. Understand that they're very expensive, and you're not getting a huge dose of stuff. I think what I got is something like 50 milligram, and then it's take one a day, and there's like 30 pills, and it's $67, so it's pretty expensive. But I thought I'd give it a try. I had a little money that my uncle gave me over the holidays, so I thought I'd try this because it's not just about helping me not feel pain and help me get away from the ibuprofen and any kind of side effects that might have. It's also to help me get my mentality strong again, so that I don't feel like I'm not up to the task. I gotta have at least confidence in my physicality and my ability to handle the stuff thrown at me. As far as work, if I don't have that, I'm going to be in a world of hurt, literally and figuratively. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about here, just let me know. Any questions about trapping zombified villagers, curing them, or the whole golem thing, or any of that, let me know too. Just put a comment below. And if you want me to do the videos where I'm showing me building the house here, I still have the first one I started, where I cleared up the land and I started putting the foundation. And what I can do is, if enough of you comment that you want that, I can go ahead and just tear the house down to where I was at the end of that video and build it back up again and put that on camera this time. But I'm going to assume for now that I don't really have to, that nobody's going to be too concerned with that. But, you're welcome to prove me wrong, okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.